Hey guys, we're 195. We're going to live from your county prison cell. If you're wondering why we're back to this inequality, apparently I can't upload on my phone anymore. Yeah, some like a suspension or something, I don't know. But just for the sake of some people who expect me to have a video before every Wednesday, I decided to do this. So I'm reshooting this, so I'm a little pissed off right now. Anyway, I also have a cold, so don't judge me in terms of how I sound. This video is going to be Natsu versus Let. I'm a big fan of Fairy Tail, as you should know by now. And, I mean, yeah, I got the fight off Beacon Art. It's me flipping you off. So, well, whatever. Let's just go right into the analysis. Let is a member, or was, shall I say, a member of the dragon race, but through a long and complicated backstory and something that's hard to understand in social terms, he's a teenager, a human-looking teenager. So yeah. Being part dragon, his abilities are actually very enhanced, his human physical abilities, I mean. And, also the fact that he can shoot fireballs from his hands is a big deal. So yeah, that's awesome. He also has trained in a dragon martial art, which actually, instead of being, how to fight, it's really just how to make your hands and feet as hard as metal, so that when I hit people, it hurts more. So yeah. So being this superhuman, semi-superhuman, fire-spitting, metal hand and feet dragon guy, you'd think, he'd beat a lot of people. And you'd be right, he is definitely one of Rave Master's strongest. But sometimes that's just not enough. Gotta go into him, and that's when he enters the Roar of the Dragon God mode. The Roar of the Dragon God is a technique that is supposed to grant a member of the dragon race almost invincible levels of power at the cost of their own life. But it doesn't. It doesn't kill them, because it's anime. And a move that is supposed to kill you when you use it never does. Choji with the red pepper pill, Kiba Nakamaru with the twin-headed wolf transformation, Guy with the 8 gates, Kurama with the 1,000-year-old seed after not transforming into Yoko Kurama, and Ichigo with the final Getsuga Tensho. They don't die. No, but you'd never die from that, for some reason. Anyway. So yeah, I mean, this guy pretty much has star power, like, fucking Mario star power, where he can just go through anything and the consequences aren't really gonna do anything. Except for the fact that both times, even though he didn't die after using, Roar of the Dragon God, he was pretty badly hurt and couldn't really do much. But enough of that, let's go into Natsu. Natsu is a fire dragon slayer magic. He's a dragon slayer. Dragon slayers usually have a form of elemental magic that is supposed to be superior to the regular elemental magic of its counterpart. Meaning, he's a fire dragon slayer, he's supposed to be better than just a fire wizard. Usually, they're considered better because they have immunities to the elements that they control. So he is able to just, not only is so his body is adapted to be able to be immune to fire as well as breathe it, he eats it, and actually powers up from eating it. Natsu does have a fighting style, but it's not really a martial art. He's just a good fighter, and he, covers his hands and feet and all that with fire before fighting. He's also been known to fly, sort of. of, in a sense, by propelling himself into the air using fire. And then Natsu's got, sorry about the camera, Natsu's got some transformations. Not really, this is more of just a power-up mode after powering up his attacks already, with the Fire Lightning Dragon mode. After eating one of Loxus's lightning bolts, instead of killing him, it gave him the ability to mix fire with lightning. People always make the comment that imagine being burned and electrocuted, but in reality it is so much more because it powers up his attacks exponentially. I mean, normal Fire Dragon Roar might go like 30 feet, right? And will just like burn you. Fire Lightning Dragon Roar went like a couple miles, and it put a hole in a mountain. So these things power him up, like, a lot, but it makes him physically exhausted afterwards. Then there's Dragon Force mode, and oh my gosh, Dragon Force mode. I mean, we're talking about a guy who could already walk through the fire and the flames, and cry thunder from, you know, having the Lightning Dragon Slayer. But, you know, and the fact that he survived the strike of the ninja, and he used to live in the land where dragons rule. Hell, he could probably, you know, just walk through the fury of the storm without any, you know, hesitation. But, this guy really is a hero of our time, because what Dragon Force mode does is not only does it make his physical abilities spike through the fucking roof, it actually turns him part dragon by giving him scales, teeth, fucking claws and shit, and making his Dragon Slayer magic so much more powerful. Now, under normal circumstances, one would only be able to do this with an abundance of Dragon Lacrima, but Natsu is one of the few Dragon Slayers able to do it at will. So, with that and his Dragon Lightning Slayer magic put together, yeah, this guy's gonna fuck you up. Not to mention the scales on his body give him, like, an extreme amount of defense. Now, let's go through the verdict. Wow, am I Deadpoolzilla all of a sudden, now that I have to announce my verdict? Oh, wait, did I not mention Deadpoolzilla? Yeah, Deadpoolzilla, the guy who can't pronounce my fucking name. The guy who can't pronounce my channel's name. Verbal Engine 95. Verbal Engine 95. I say it in the beginning of my videos. But this guy, for some reason, can't pronounce... Okay, I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you to look up two videos. Kimiko versus Azula debate and Captain America versus Boba Fett debate. They were both suggested by me. He put my name in the description of the video, and both times botched the shit out of my name. I don't get it. He called me Verbalangene, Verbalangene, Vegetable Gene, Vicodin Gene, Verbal Engine 95. Fucking 3 words. Verbal Engine 95. That's it. They're separate. Anyway. Who do I think will win between Natsu and Let? Natsu. Here's why. Let is definitely going to have to force an up-close confrontation with Natsu in order to have any sort of offense. You know, being the superior fighter, having an actual discipline, and having the advantage of hands being made of metal. That being added with the fact that his fire attacks are very limited, and they would be pretty much useless against Natsu. As a matter of fact, they would power him up. So, Let's going to have to get up close to Natsu. Bad idea, considering Let does not really have any specific fire immunities, at least nothing substantial. Meaning, Natsu will be able to, all of his fire moves will work on Let. And at a close and at a close range, you don't want to be near Natsu at a close. Let's just say you don't want to be near Natsu at a close range when he starts using fire. After taking all of that damage from Natsu, inevitably, that you're going to have to take all this damage, you know, from him after all those fire moves, Let's going to have to use Roar of the Dragon God. And you might think, oh, well, that's going to make him able to kill Natsu. He's going to be invincible at that point. It would, if Natsu didn't have two equally powerful transformations at his disposal. One being the Lightning Fire Dragon Slayer, and two being Dragon Force. Lightning Dragon Slayer will definitely make him more powerful, but it's not going to be anything that'll really damage him while he's in Roar of the Dragon God. Dragon Force mode, however, will probably give him enough defense to survive Roar of the Dragon God until Let can't use it anymore. And even though Let may not die from it, because he hasn't before, he'll definitely have taken a lot of damage from it. Add that to the damage he's inevitably going to take in the beginning of the fight, and Let doesn't really have much of a chance against Natsu at that point. Especially because Natsu, second only to Monkey D. Luffy, has the thickest pair of fucking plot armor ever seen in anime. This guy can take a beating like nobody's fucking business. So, plus the fact that, again, you know, not only can he harm Let with the fire, lightning. Let is definitely not immune to anything lightning-based. As a matter of... So, you know, Natsu's going to take a lot of punishment in the beginning of the fight, too, obviously, from that close-up encounter. But here's the thing, those are just punches and kicks. Natsu can shake off punches and kicks like nothing. I don't really see Let shaking off being lit on fire. That's a more permanent damage. So, I'm going to go with Natsu. A lot of people might say this is because I'm a Fairy Tail fanboy, but believe it or not, I really wanted to get into Rave Master. I actually read the first issue. Rave Master moves way too fast. It moves way too fast for me. I'm sorry. I still love the idea of it. I love the characters in it. And I might just give it another shot, but I tried. Fairy Tail for life. Sorry. Anyway, Verbal Engine 95. See ya. Hope this downloads.